Jillian's been sick her whole life. Never could quite figure out what it was. She was diagnosed in 2011 with a massive brain tumor. It was almost half the size of her brain. After they removed it, they discovered it was a ependymoma of the frontal lobe, which is actually very rare. Usually, a ependymoma, it's brain and spine cancer that usually grows in the base of the spine, so in the back of the head. Hers grew right in the front. They said it had been there her whole life, hence why it was as big as it was. We did surgery in September of 2011 to remove the tumor. They told me it was a 50-50 chance if she would make it. Probably wouldn't be able to walk, talk, have a memory, anything, that she would be a vegetable. She made it through, walking, talking, not a vegetable, very normal little girl. And then we found out just in October of 2013 that she was re-diagnosed. They found 2 more tumors in the same spot in her brain and another in her spine. So her cancer did spread. On November 1st, she had her 2 brain tumors removed from her brain, and then on November 5th, she had a tumor removed from her spine. Right now, we just finished radiation. She had 6 weeks of radiation. She did very well, very little side effects other than weight loss. Then she had a procedure called Gamma Knife, which is a special radiation procedure. During that procedure, the halo that they placed on her head that screws into her head did collapse her skull. So we did have a minor setback, but she's doing well again. And we do start chemotherapy in probably about a month. We're just waiting for her to get a little healthier. You know, we've got to rebuild her blood cells at this point before we can start chemo. They've been friends for 4 or 5 years. They were in a wedding together, so they've just been little buddies ever since. Jillian's best friends with Bailey's older sister, so you know, they all hang out a lot. Just 2 little sweet girls who just always play, and Bailey just wants to help other kids that are like Jill. It is huge. In 2011, Jillian, she got a wig donated to her, you know, and Bailey's gonna cut her hair and somebody's gonna make a wig out of it, and some other little girl is gonna be touched that she's gonna, you know, Jill doesn't mind being bald. She really doesn't. But at first she did. You know, when they first shaved her head, she didn't want to go in public, you know, and the wig saved us from that. You know, it made her feel as if it were less embarrassing. People didn't stare so much. So Bailey, she's going to cut her hair. They're going to make a wig. They're going to give it to some other little girl who's possibly feeling the same trouble that Jill did, and it's going to give her the courage to walk out of the house and not feel like people think she's different. I went on Facebook. I saw Rachel had posted the GoFundMe site. And it had mentioned that Bailey wanted to raise money and cut her hair for other children that were like Jillian. So I just thought that was amazing. And then she sent me a text message and said, hey, we want to do this. And I said, go for it. She totally thought of it on her own, and she's 5. That's an amazing thing. But Jillian's been battling this for 2 years. So you have to think Bailey's known this too for 2 years. Even though she was 3 at the time, she's grown up with Jill. So, you know, this is their normal. So, I mean, she doesn't think it's anything special. She's just doing it, you know? She just wants to help her friend. I think it's amazing. I do. I think it touches my heart. I think it's great. We've had a ton of support from lots of people, but I mean, just little Bailey, she really didn't want to cut her hair, but when she found out that she could cut her hair and help other little kids like Jill, she was all about it. I have a fantastic community, fantastic friends, family. We have a lot of support. We had a reverse raffle held in 2011 through the Andover Community Care. 7 ladies got together and threw us a great raffle, you know, and they're going to do it again. And the school has helped. They had spaghetti dinner for us and a few other families, and we've had lots of support, lots of help. The support alone is more than enough. Yes, shoulders to cry on, oh yeah. People have picked me up off the floor several times. No, it's not all about the money, for sure. It's about the love and the support emotionally.